You can do it!
As the sun begins to set, I find myself wandering into one of my favorite places here in Osaka. And if you were guessing that the place I like to go to is as close as I can get to America, yeah, you're right. It's Universal Studios Japan. Hello, all you wonderful people. Now, normally I go in this way, but I hear that the construction has gone crazy for Nintendo World, which is just right down that way. So let's go check it out. The other entrance, they have trees that I thought were cherry blossoms, but they are definitely not cherry blossoms. Wow, they really are pretty. If you were wondering how you can cosplay at Universal Studios, well, you just come in your costumes, and then you just have to drive home in them too. But it looks pretty cool with that castle. It looks like they're going to Hogwarts. Well, they are covering up the construction, and they got some sandbags right down here, so I can't see it. But if I go right there, I'll go to the parking lot. Oh, that's cool. They have charging stations here. In case you have an electric car, you can bring it to Japan. Of course, how do you bring it to well, that's neither here nor there. Hey, so from the second floor here, you can see right into Hogsmeade right there. And there's the future Nintendo World right there. It's being constructed on right now. Like, they have piles of land. There's Waterworld. Jaws is somewhere right behind those trees, and there's Harry Potter. Now, there is a website called Universal Newscast, and they said that there's going to be probably a problem with one of the employee behind the scenes areas, that they would have to figure out a way over that. I think there's like a road or something over there if the entrance to Nintendo World was right here. So maybe they could elevate that, and then you have this whole area for Super Nintendo World. So it's all about elevation. It's pretty cool. Super Nintendo World is on track for 2020. Are you guys excited about that? Because I know I am. People are talking about all the Mario Kart stuff that's going to be here. There's rumored like Donkey Kong stuff. My buddy Zombie Chris did a video on the leaks that happened for Orlando that gave away a lot of what may be coming to the Kid Zone area for Super Nintendo World out there, which is apparently coming later than Japan, which means Japan's going to have it first. Brace yourselves. A new universe is coming. I love the theme park competition. Disney's actually competing really headstrong with Universal Studios, which for a long time they were just like, well, they're the people across the street. They live in our same town, but you know, they're not that big of a deal. And now it's like, oh, we got to compete with them. They got Harry Potter. What did we do wrong? Why don't we have Harry Potter? And they're working with what they got with Star Wars, and they're just trying their best to keep up with it. And I don't think that there's any loser in this, because as customers and guests, we benefit. Theme park fans really have to deal with change. Oh no, the Great Movie Ride is closing. It's about to close very, very soon, and I'm sad to see it go. I like the idea of being able to be thrown into movies that not many people are aware of, because it's the golden age of cinema. It was sad when Back to the Future went and got replaced by the Minions, but that's modernity, guys. Things change. The constant time is always moving. Well, there's much more important things in life than just rides and theme parks. Speaking of which, let's go into a theme park. Okay, I made it into the park, and you know, I've never noticed the first aid over here. They got stickers of like Woody Woodpecker and the assorted characters. That kind of reminds me of the story in Orlando. There was a preschool that had a bunch of Disney characters up on in their school, and Disney said, hey, take that down. You don't have the rights to put our Disney characters up. And this is by the time that Universal was coming in to Orlando, and they were like, hey, it's okay, you can take down those Disney characters. We're gonna put up Hanna-Barbera characters for free for you. You can look it up, that actually happened. So for you guys looking forward to Halloween Horror Nights over here, this is gonna be the area that Trauma 3 will be in. They said it's gonna be the largest haunted house they've ever had. And it's Extreme House too. Okay, there was a roller coaster there, I'm freaking out. All right, anyway, so this area will be used for that. I've never done it. I always said that I want to, but then I'm like, I don't want to pay 3,000 yen for it. But now, I think this year for sure, without a doubt, check it out. Hey, wasn't there a giant Titan here just a couple weeks ago? Oh, excuse me, Armored Titan. Man, if I used any other words to describe it, I'd be an idiot. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure literally has like a 10-minute wait. Like the next time that they load in the theater, you'll be in. That's it. I would really like to see the Dragon Ball Z attraction, but this is what they choose to promote more than the Dragon Ball Z stuff. This looks cool because it has Mr. Satan! Mr. Satan! Goku, right? Oh no, that's just some guy there. I was confused. I thought that was Goku himself. Dragon Quest is only 30 minutes, it's less than that. I'll check it out. What's crazy about this attraction is you can actually pick the class that you want to be and then play as that class. But some of them you have to have an express pass in order to use them. Good way to make people pay for express passes if you're really interested in being a gladiator. Less than a ride, more of an interactive experience. I have a whole video dedicated to this thing as fireworks go off right around me. That's because it's an insane EDM-inspired show that's going on here that goes on all night long with foam, fireworks, fire, and apparently minions. And everyone goes crazy for this. It's like a weird all ages rave. My question to you guys is, would this work in America? Would people have the same reaction to people going crazy and dancing? Because I don't think so. And night is definitely the time to come to Universal. Everything looks so cool. Glorious neon next to the dog that's trying to listen to his master on a phonograph machine. You know where that's from, right? That comes from an old commercial where the owner says, Spot, Spot, is that you? And he turns his head. This area becomes kind of like a photo shoot area because it's so unique. There's nothing else like this in Japan, especially if you want to live to whistle. You know, I live to do something, but I'll tell you, it's not the whistle. So a long time ago at Universal Studios in Florida, they used this area as a haunted house. I think Superstitions was in here, and there's Club Vampire. They could use this as a haunted house too. That would be a small haunted house. Come to Japan, where getting the shade's only 10 cents. Makes you wonder if all this architecture is empty on the inside, or if there's room to put something inside of it, because I don't know if that's been asked. I don't think it's been done here either. Speaking of Halloween Horror Nights, I wonder if that's where Dead Alive's gonna go. Maybe we're getting The Exorcist back again. Last year we had The Exorcist and the Nightmare on Elm Street in there, and it was the second time that Elm Street came back. I wouldn't mind losing Elm Street or The Exorcist to get Ash vs. Evil Dead or The Shining, but unfortunately Bruce Campbell isn't really well known out here. Army of Darkness came out as Captain Supermarket out here. It makes no sense culturally. My Halloween Horror Nights video, someone asked me, do the lines for Halloween Horror Nights get longer because they do pulsing for it? And the answer is yes. But if you go right here, you walk right in. But to get in, you need a ticket. The ticket is free, and you have to be here at 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning to claim it. Now, if it rains and the park lets out, sometimes they do open up the haunted house the last hour because the people that were here probably left, or there's low expected people being in the park, so you can go straight in. That's the best time, but that doesn't always happen. You get a lot of time in the haunted houses, but that comes at the cost of having to get here really, really early and maybe not getting in. So if you have like a job and you want to come in the afternoon, you might not get in these unless it's raining. One unexpected strange thing that will happen when Halloween Horror Nights come with the minions is that you're going to have all these people dressed up in costumes mingling in this minion area. It's going to be a weird juxtaposition of the cute and the creepy. Sometimes you just want to go back in time. Really confused on how Backdraft is still here. Universal likes Kurt Russell, but not Bill Paxton. They took out his ride. They kept Kurt Russell and Ron Howard. Ron Howard's also directing the new Han Solo movie. Did you guys hear that? Oh, hey, Mr. Solo, Mr. S. How you doing? Hey. But it's so hot. It's just nice to walk into the stores, but you gotta watch out. You might run into a giant dinosaur or something. Speaking of dinosaurs, last time I saw the dinosaur show that's right out here, they had the Triceratops and the Raptors come out. I did it for a live stream, but the giant Spinosaur that's right behind here did not come out. Maybe they're not using them, maybe they're losing them. Or, sorry, female, because all the dinosaurs here are female. That's the Jurassic Park sign right there, and there's Waterworld. Going back a little earlier where I was near the Nintendo area, that website Universal Newscast, they said that the entrance might be somewhere around here. I'd imagine that it'd be right down here by the entrance of Waterworld, because Jaws is right behind this gate. The entire lagoon is behind this gate. Now, I think in order to bypass some backstage areas, it will be elevated over that. So, like, maybe Super Nintendo World will be completely elevated a little higher, just like Magic Kingdom's elevated. But what do I know? I don't know. That's just a theory. If the Universal Newscast wants to chime in, please, I'd love a response. Or saying that Universal killed the physical ride. Like, this is most definitely a physical ride. Being stuck out in the water with a big hungry shark. And the only way that you can experience it is if you come out to Japan or go on the studio tour. You get a brief section of it. Hey, look at that. Another Steven Spielberg reference. Cool. There's an Imagineer named J. Michael Roddy. You'd be happy to know that the shark is still working. Though I never was a Jaws skipper, I did interview for the position, but Disney was paying me more. But eventually I found myself working in this area. That would be in Orlando, or as close as it could be. for Halloween Horror Nights, I was in Saws and Steam Into the Machine, and we were in the extended queue of Jaws, and it was hot. Headed into that wacky Harry Potter area, I hear the Dementors show is still going. Oh yeah, you can see the castle's actually illuminated because the show's projected onto the castle, so every time it gets dark out here and they want to do a show, they have to turn it on. Hey, look at that, there's still one more show tonight. Gonna check that out.
Something is happening to Hogwarts Castle. Come on, everyone, follow me! ブラックレイクをオンテレレイクを調べて！ホグワーツ城の上で何かが動いてる！
What are those dark shadows?
Dementors! They're among the foulest creatures that walk this earth. They are dangerous.
体が凍りつきそう。
Will you be okay up there?
ええ、ここならより有利に奴らと戦えるわ。
屋根の上を見ろ！危ない！
こっちこっち！
ブラックレイクの方にもいるぞ！Stand ready!
杖を上げて！ 今降りるわ。それよりこんな目にあったんだから帰るチョコくらい用意してくれるわよね。
After that ordeal, you can have all the chocolate frogs you want.
そうだね。チョコレートはディメンターキスの症状を軽くしてくれる。気分が良くなるよ。
僕も任しといて。You guys know your way back. もちろん。グレートホールまでどっちが早いか勝負だ。
じゃあ決まりね。踊ったら帰るチョコとバタービールをみんなで。
Consider that the Cliff Notes version of the show. It's crazy to think that Harry Potter has been around for 20 years. I remember when I was in middle school and these kids had these books. I was like, oh, what are you guys reading? It's Harry Potter, you gotta check it out. It looks like the 86 are cut out the drone Dementors because they asked them like, Doko drone Dementors, like, Nani? What do you mean? What? Heck it, let's go on the ride. It's awesome. I come here on a very busy day and I do more rides on a busy day than I do on a slow day because the lines are less. Best time to come to this park is like the last 2 hours because there's not too many people here, but you have to know what you're doing because you get locked out of rides, won't be able to do anything. Because of this, I have Hogsmeade basically to myself. Usually these streets are filled with people. In America, they're losing Dueling Dragons. That's the rumor, and apparently a Forbidden Forest type ride is gonna go there. That would be awesome. That'd be cool if it came here too, but I don't know if there's land for it. Well, it's 3 minutes of closing time, so I better make like a rambler and get a rambling. So as I always say, you can do it, I can do it, we can all do it. You guys take care of you, have a wonderful day. If there's anything you want me to see in this park, let me know. And don't forget to leave a like, and if you want to, please subscribe. That'd be awesome. All right, peace out, guys.